Welcome to EC Electronics. I know that you guys are seeing me like this after a long time because generally we do only screen recordings for our job updates, right? So from today onwards, you can expect videos in which I am talking like this. We'll be discussing about career guidance. We'll be discussing that is, we'll do videos on Q&A and also on specific topics if you are commenting. Okay. So from today onwards, you can also see me. Please to mention how this setup is looking like. I've tried to manage a small setup in which I can shoot the videos like this. Generally, I'm a very lazy person to shoot videos like this. But from today onwards, I'm trying to do that also. So this is a Q&A video in which I'll be trying to answer some of your questions. So I have the questions in front of me. I'm trying to give answers to those questions. Actually, I'm giving my opinions about those questions. So let us move to the video. Before that, if you are seeing the channel for the first time, please do subscribe to the channel and follow us on our Instagram page. Okay. So we have reached 100K. Big thanks to all of you. I have given my thanks and I have expressed my gratitude in various ways. But here in this video, I am expressing my gratitude and thanks. So yeah, let's move to the questions. So let us move to the questions one by one. First question is, need to know the best career advice for pass out graduates with or without arrears who didn't get any placement and struggling career gap, especially for electronics professionals. Okay, so this career gap is actually a very big deal. So when you graduate or when you do your post graduation, and if you are out of your college and when you are trying to get into some companies, that is if you are trying for placements, there is actually a period in which you are not doing anything really. That is, you are not doing anything potentially good for your career, right? So you are just doing job searching. So this is actually called a career gap in which you are not actually doing anything really beneficial. Yes, you are trying for job, but you are not actually doing anything beneficial for your career. So how can you fill up this gap? That is the question. So there are two problems. You can be with sometimes people will be having backlogs or arrears. So that is again a big problem. If you are not also having backlogs, again this period is a ideal period, right? So what you can do to make this period, that is while you are searching job, this period, how can you fill up or how can you make effective? That is a question. Okay. So in my opinion, if you are searching for job, if you are trying to get into some company, you can in between this process of getting into the company and you're passed out of the college, and in between this you can fill up with doing some courses. Okay, that is the only thing which you can do because you are trying to get into some companies and you are trying for placements, and in between that you can actually do some courses. Okay, so if you are from electronics background, you can do some courses in either embedded system or machine learning or artificial intelligence, because if you see nowadays these courses or these streams are having a lot of demands. If you just go through the company sites and if you just see the various job updates which they are posting in the company sites, you can see a lot of recruitments is happening in this area, which is called machine learning and also artificial intelligence. And if you are from a computer science related background, or if you are interested in cloud is having a lot of demand nowadays. Okay, so you can either do a certification course in any of these fields. I have listed out some fields which are machine learning, cloud computing, embedded systems. For the electronics graduates, embedded system is actually having a lot of demands nowadays. Then there is artificial intelligence. So these are some courses which you can do. Or if you are interested in getting into IT sectors, means if you are aiming for an IT job, then do something related to that field. Means some certification course if you can do, then you will get a certificate also, and meanwhile you can also search for jobs, right? So it won't be an ideal period then. So you can learn and also you can search for job. So if you are trying to get into some IT sectors or some software related field, you can do courses in some languages like Java. Various certifications are there, right? So you can do in that way, Java, C, C++, Python, because these languages has a lot of demand. So these are actually being asked in the skill session of all the job updates. Okay, so that is the languages which you can try, and also various cloud related things or cloud areas. There is Google Cloud, there is Amazon Web Services, then Azure is there. So various cloud related things, if you are interested in studying those, you can do. That's my opinion for the first question. Yeah. Moving on to the second question. The second question is, I would like to know when and how did you actually got interest into electronics field, and what motivated you to encourage students like us. First of all, I'm really thankful to God and I'm really happy that I'm encouraging various people. Yeah. So, how I got interest into electronics field. Truly and honestly, if I'm speaking, I didn't had any interest while I was choosing my electronics field. Because when I was trying to get into college, or when I was trying to get into BTech, so yeah, when I was trying to get into college, electronics and civil branches had the most demand. That were the two branches which everyone was preferring, especially girls. Okay, so my parents were more interested into electronics. I didn't had any clue about which is good. Electronics is good, civil is good, or mechanical. Generally, girls won't prefer. But yeah, there is cases also. But electronics and civil, yeah. So my parents wanted me to get into electronics, and that's how I landed up doing an electronics degree. And there is no other reason, honestly. But now, if you ask me, electronics is like my, my career, my area of interest, in my everything. So now, when I started teaching, so after graduation, I have done post graduation in embedded systems, and also I have worked with Capgemini for 1 year. And after that, I quit Capgemini. After that, I joined teaching as an assistant professor, and I started taking various electronic subjects. And actually, by that time, I have found electronics interesting, and I studied it deeply. So when you do your graduation, generally people, what they do, they just study subjects for securing marks, right? That is the only purpose. We don't actually enjoy the process of learning, right? So this is one biggest demerit or disadvantage, that you are not really able to enjoy your subject, because generally students, they don't enjoy studying, they just study the subjects for securing marks or for passing the exam. I was also doing that thing, but now when I started my career as an assistant professor, and after that I started to make videos, now I enjoy various topics. Now I really understand these all things are happening. If you ask me my favorite subject now, I can say that I love DSP. I can say I love digital electronics, because I know things deeply now. I enjoy studying those topics. I enjoy learning the topics and subjects. So that is actually the fact. Okay, I really don't choose electronics. My parents chose that for me. But now it is my field. I enjoy various topics. I enjoy hearing new technologies and new things on electronics field. Yeah, that's the case. Okay, and my advice or my suggestion to each and every person who is from electronics background is that, see, if you're studying electronics for your graduation, yeah, that's a good thing. If you're enjoying it, that's again a good thing. But after your graduation, if any of your subjects, consider that if you are interested in digital electronics, just take the subjects back and try to just go through it in a more leisurely way. Try to enjoy the subject and then try to get the informations. So that's how you actually enjoy learning. Because in college, we are just mugging up mostly. We are just studying the question and answers mostly. That's not actually an enjoyment or enjoyful or, happy learning. It's not a happy learning. It's a stressful learning. Yeah. Now I enjoy it. I like to make videos on various topics. I enjoy them thoroughly. I learn them thoroughly. Yeah, that's it. Third question. Yeah. What courses should be done by BTech students from EC branch who are going to pass out in 2024? Yeah. So here I have answered this in the first question itself. But again, if you are speaking specifically about electronics branch, you can actually choose to do some courses in either embedded C, it is embedded C programming, or you can study languages like VHDL, Verilog, because all the electronics core companies are having demands for people who are knowing these things on all the types. Because if you take Qualcomm, or if you take Intel, or if you take Dell, these are the top big MNCs for electronics. Also, various other MNCs are there, and I've also done a video on that. But yeah, whenever you are taking on any time, the people with knowledge in these fields are having demands, especially embedded related. And also, if you are interested, you can learn MATLAB. MATLAB and digital signal processing related companies, they always, that is DSP related companies, they always look for people with knowledge in MATLAB. And if you are interested in microcontrollers or microprocessors, you can study any of them. These are always having demands. Okay. So that is the answer for that question. Yeah. What are the difficulties? Next question is, what are the difficulty you face when you start your channel, and what is your qualification? Are you a full-time YouTuber or work with any company also? Okay, I am not doing anything. That is the answer for the last part. I'm not doing anything as of now. I am a full-time housewife and a part-time YouTuber. That is answer. Before that, what is the difficulty you face when you start the channel? Actually, there was a lot of difficulties because I was a person who didn't actually knew how to shoot a video properly. So I had a lot of troubles, and I'll be doing a video on my YouTube journey very soon. In that, I'll try to explain. Okay. There were a lot of difficulties in shooting the video, editing them, making the thumbnails, how to properly promote them, how to properly upload in YouTube, and also the various YouTube settings and things. Everything was a big mess. Yeah. Now I'm trying to actually learn more and more. I'm not very good in any of these things, but yeah, I'm trying to learn. Yeah. What is your qualification? Yeah, I'll try like to answer that. My qualification is, first I have done BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering. Yeah. BTech Electronics and Communication. Then MTech Embedded Systems. Then after that, immediately after completing my MTech, I joined Capgemini. I worked there for 1 year. Then I quit. Then after that, I worked in a engineering college for almost 1 year. And after that, I had to quit my job. Now I am actually settled in US. Earlier I was in India. Now I am in US. I'm not doing anything here because here I am on H4 visa, or I am on a dependent visa, and I am legally not permitted to work here. So that's why my videos are not monetized. A lot of people do ask me, why your videos is not having any advertisement, why there is no ads in your videos. The answer is, legally I am not permitted to earn in United States when I am in dependent visa. So there is no income from YouTube. I'm not doing anything other than this also. Just because I like making videos, I like to interact with people, I'm doing YouTube. So this is my not a full-time profession. You can say this as a part-time profession because I am a housewife. Yeah. But on top of that, I am doing other things also. I'm interacting with a lot of people. I am giving suggestions to various people. So I am actually overwhelmed because when I came to US, I was thinking that I won't be doing anything. I will be sitting like at home. I'll be taking care of my baby, my husband, my family, and my house. But here I am actually able to interact with a lot of people. I'm able to hear things from them, exchange ideas, So I'm really overwhelmed and really so happy. So I'm not working with any company, and that's the answer. I'm legally not allowed to work here in dependent visa. If any of your relative is having H4 visa, and if you are a dependent, you should be knowing this. Okay. Yeah, that's the answer for the fourth question. Next question, any suggestion for people who aspiring that is who's aspiring to become entrepreneurs? Yeah, so this is one thing which I have never thought of doing, entrepreneurship. See, if you're having a good kick-ass idea, if you're having a very, you know, nice idea in your mind, and if you are interested in starting a business, yeah, you can surely try for it. But before starting entrepreneurship, or before starting a firm of by yourself, just go through all the possibilities. Now, if you see, for various states in India, there is government initiatives to actually support people who are interested in starting the business. Okay. Yeah, so if you see nowadays, there is actually a lot of government initiatives and government supports given by various states, state governments itself. For example, for Kerala and also for Karnataka, various states. If you take all the states, there will be government initiatives to support the people, especially youngsters who are interested into getting into this entrepreneurship, or starting a firm of their own. So just go through all the possibilities, explore all the dimensions, and if you could get some support from the government, that is a very big thing. So explore the possibilities before starting, or before investing into these things. What all things you can do, what all things government will help you, that is government will assist you, how all government can help you. Explore all the possibilities before starting an firm or starting a firm of your own. Yeah, so entrepreneurship is actually a good thing if you are doing something by your own, because if everything is under your control, that is actually a very big thing. Not everyone can do it. So being an entrepreneur is actually a very fascinating thing actually. If you're interested in that, all the best, but try to study that properly, explore about what are the merits, demerits, what are the problems you can face. Before just jumping into it, just explore all the things. Okay, so that is one suggestion. Yeah, anyway, all the best if you are interested in doing a entrepreneurship. Okay, yeah, the last question I've selected is, how did you come into YouTube? What made you start a channel? Okay, I am going to explore, that is, I'm going to explain this in my video called My Journey in YouTube. I'll be explaining about what all things I have done to start my channel, what are the struggles, and how I actually started the channel. I just want to answer this question very briefly, that starting the channel, the idea to start a channel was not actually my idea. Actually, it was my husband who has told me. He was actually telling this very casually, that one of his friend's wife is having a cooking channel. Yeah, his friend's wife is having a cooking channel. Why can't you also start a channel on electronics field? Because he know that that is my area of interest, and I'm only able to do videos on that field. So why can't you also start a channel in electronics field? That was his suggestion. And I'm pretty sure that he never thought that I'll do it. He never thought I'll make videos. But that thought or that suggestion just struck in my mind. And I started making videos on 2019 February. And when I first made a video, that was actually my, I was doing, that is, I was taking a class. I was writing in my book. I was shooting that, whatever I was writing, with this hand. This is how I, shot my first video. I never had any idea of how to properly shoot a video, how to, edit it and all. But gradually I studied things. I'm also studying now. So that is the answer, how you came into YouTube. That is the answer for the last question. Okay, yeah. So this is the Q&A video. I have included very few questions which I think I could be able to answer or share my opinions about. So if you're interested in seeing more Q&A videos, if you are interested in knowing more about, more answers, and if you have some doubts, or if you need some suggestions, and if you think that I could answer, please post that as comments in the comment section of this video. if I'm able to answer, if I could research on it and I could give my answer, definitely I'll try to help you, because this is my, as I told you, this is my happy place. I have a bunch of people who are always motivating me as a person to get through my good times and bad times. I'm really enjoying this. Okay, so that's it. I've actually tried to answer as much as possible, and this is the first time I'm shooting after a long time with this backgrounds. Everything I have made very fast. So this, if you like this things, if you like this backgrounds and all, yeah, just comment in your comment section. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting. Keep on watching.